Hi everybody, it's Katie. Just a little bit ago, I was getting things ready to start planning. I'm gonna have a section where I'm gonna be able to put potatoes, carrots, and radishes, and I was gonna do a video about it. Anyways, I had some plants that didn't make it. They were my plants that came from outside, and Jojo, get down. The cat's jumping up on my chair. She wants to be on camera. And it dawned on me, when I plant plants, and I don't know if this is the right way, it's my way. When I plant plants, I always, when they're bigger, I always plant worms into the soil, earthworms. And I get them, normally I get them shipped. I love Red Wranglers. That is coming up this year. Well, this coming up year, since it's 2015. But I'll be doing a video about that. Anyways, so this year, getting started and everything else like that, we bought a bunch of worms from the gas station, like down the street. We got a bunch of worms. Hello, my little babies. Well, these poor little guys have seriously been sitting in my fridge. Ooh, these little guys didn't make it. That's never a good thing. I will dig through, but I can almost 100% guarantee that they didn't make it. But these little guys have. That's just soup. And I'm not going to waste this. This is going in compost, no matter what. And then I'll reuse these containers, because these are perfect starters. But anyways, but these guys have been sitting in my fridge for weeks. And tonight, I'm pulling all these pots, because I'm going to be using them for different types of things. I have some starters that are going that I'm making a video of that too. And I can't document my films. First of all, I am not high-tech person at all. I know a little bit to hurt myself. How's that? A little bit to get me in trouble about electronics. And but I'm going through, and I totally, completely forgot in some of my pots I have worms. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to get them home. Because I don't want these beautiful little guys, and yes, worms are beautiful, to turn into these little guys. So, I was like, oh, okay, well then I'll make a quick video about what I'm going to do. These are earthworms, and they're just going to stay in a box, and just a regular old box, and I'm going to line it with plastic. I don't like plastic, just a FYI, but it's what I have, it's what's going to be used, and it's just going to be a whole habitat form. Hey, little dude. He's coming out to say hi. It's just going to be a little temporary home, so when I start planting more and more, I can just grab them and throw them in. Maybe they might throw out some babies. Who knows? Maybe I'll just keep them in there for a long time. I don't know. But, excuse me, I literally, Julie would probably know on the top of her hands, but they're like for a dozen, and the last couple times that we've gotten them, they haven't been a full dozen. I got one that was just slush, which really upset me, but it's not the store's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just that time of year. It's December. Well, it wasn't December. It was like October, September. Anyways, they were close to almost $3, between $2 and $3 to get a dozen worms. And you know, when I can throw them in here, throw paper and everything, some dirt and paper and let them have a nice little home. Why? I mean, worms are like the most inexpensive thing ever. And when I plant them in something like this, I put, yeah, it's broke, but I don't care. When I put it in here, there might be 3, and I don't know. I was using this bag over here. I don't know if you can see it. This white bag. I was using it to break down all this old soil, and that can still be reused. And I was like, oh, I forgot about the worms. I don't think the pot that you're braced against, I didn't water it, didn't do anything, and I don't think they made it. I totally spaced off about the worms. But that's okay. But that's what we're going to do really, really fast. Anyways, we're going to this earthworms. Really fast. Just go like that. Voila. Earthworms are not composting worms. They can be, but they're not composting worms. So you don't have to worry about drainage. You just have to worry about overflooding. Since this is just going to be a little habitat for them, that's not going to be not going to be a permanent structure for them. I'm not worried about drainage. If I notice something with them, and I have a paper shredder for my worms. It's a little portable one. Yeah, I think I paid like $12 for it like 4 or 5 years ago. But shred the paper, throw it in there. I'm seeing if, yeah, see, I haven't used paper in my, is that him right there? Oh, there he is. These had a great tunnel system and everything. I had peppers. I brought in my peppers. Julie, actually, dug up the peppers. See my little guy? Just throw them in there. Julie and I brought in, she dug them up for me, bless her heart. She is such a strong little girl. But she dug up our peppers and dug those up from outside to bring them in. And it was our first time winterizing plants. And I didn't do any research. I thought it'd be kind of self-explanatory. No, it's not. So anyways, put that in there. Actually, and it's off site right now. Put some more dirt in there. I'd say halfway. Moist it really well. Don't over drown it. Moist it. And every couple days, feel it. Keep it in a dark, cool place. I picked one that's still, well, it's black. They'll go down. I'm not worried about it. I'm actually going to put wet paper towels, wet paper across the top after I get this to the, you want your soil to be moist. You don't want it dripping wet. You don't want it to be overwatered because you will drown the worms. But, that should be ample. I mean, if I really wanted to, I'd just leave the paper in there. They'll break it down themselves. They love paper. But I'm going to give them a little bit, a little bit of dirt. And then I have, I know I posted about the other day with the not so happy day before yesterday, my tomato plant died. So I'll probably use some of that dirt throw it in there. Let them take care of the bacteria or whatever killed that tomato plant. I'm still not sure. I don't know if I just I use my turtle water as fertilizer. We have 2 turtles now. We used to have 5. But I use their water to fertilize a lot. And I'm just wondering if maybe I over fertilized it. But it did really look like blight. And so I'm actually, whatever dirt that I have that was in that tomato plant, I'll throw some of it in here, let the worms take care of it, and I'll probably set it outside. I heard that you can cook blight out, and then you can freeze it out. And right now, outside, we're supposed to be getting 5 inches of snow. Fingers crossed. We need it bad. Let it freeze it out, and then, and I've done that with my dirt before. Let it freeze. I'm gonna beat you guys. The cats. My cats, I don't know why, but this winter, they're like, oh, snow, we're not going outside. My cats are outside cats, and they love to be outside. Half the time I don't even know I have cats. Not this year. They like to stay with mommy. I want to kill my cats. No, I'm kidding. No, I love my cats. They do what they're supposed to do. They take care of mice. And they do a really good job of it. They actually brought a bird in. One of them brought a bird in the house the other day. Go do what you're supposed to be doing. So, anyways, I'm going to take that dirt, back to the subject, I'm going to take that dirt, probably just going to go let it freeze out, and I've been told if you let it freeze, then you have to cook it. It's going to work for me. It's worked for me before with mold issues. I'm not too worried about it. If you do guys have some tips about going and freezing and then cooking, please let me know. But I've done the freezing method and it's worked in the past. So maybe I don't have to do the extra step. I don't know. Maybe where I live, the dirt is different than other places. I don't know. We're really dry. It might be snowing outside, but our humidity level is like still 0. We don't have humidity here. So, or it could have just been, the tomato could have just been like, you know what, I'm not getting enough sun because I had it in the kitchen. It could be a lot of numerous things. I'm just trying to take the precautious so that I don't have to worry about it later. But if you guys do have some ideas about how to get rid of blight out of your soil, let me know. I also heard lime juice works and baking soda. And I've already sprinkled the baking soda in there. And so all the precautionaries, like I said, I know what works for me. And who knows, watch some of my later videos, be like, I don't understand why everything's happening. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't cook that blight out, I just froze it. Oops. But anyways, but I am going to put it in with the worms. They'll take care of it. They filter so much. Feeding wise for them, I'll probably throw calcium in there, which I eat. Eggs, we do use a lot of eggs. We eat a lot of eggs, so we'll probably do that. Alexander, psst, get down. They even know better, and they're still trying to push my limits tonight. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Stupid cat. But I'll let you go. And I'll do an update video here in a little bit about how the worms are doing here in about a week or so, and we'll go from there. But yeah, just keep the soil moist and don't overwater them. Like a tomato plant, keep them moist. That's it. Don't overwater. You'll kill them. Basically. Alright, have a good one, you guys. Bye.